So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
Ill will make the beat bounce.
What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk. Right back, like I never left. What's going on, man? Hope y'all had a good Sunday. I was sitting here thinking, I put out some questions earlier. Video ain't do as much traction as I would love for it to have done, but it's all good. That's just where the game goes. If you hadn't got a chance to go check out the video I posted earlier today, asking questions about what we need to do to finish this season strong. You know, we want to go 4-0. We want to give ourselves a chance to sneak in the playoffs. And through thinking about all that and watching today's games, I realized that if we just handle our business, we might have a better chance than everybody has given us. Like if the season ended today, of course we're out of the playoffs, but the season don't end today. And today's games let me know it's a lot of football to be played. And the schedule makers set it up like this on purpose. It's a lot of divisions that are one or two games within who's going to win it, right? The West is close. The North is close. Very, very close. The NFC East is what it is. We're 2 games back or whatever we are. Eagles should wrap that up if they don't collapse, but we'll see how that goes. But in the South is interesting because depending on who wins the South, we might not have as much problem with it. So let's talk about these couple of teams, because watching Tampa Bay, I'll put that out there. Watching Tampa Bay today lose to the Saints and realizing that Tampa Bay they're 7-6. 7-6. And guess who else is 7-6? The Panthers. I looked at it and said, who has to play each other twice in the next 3 to 4 weeks? The Panthers and Tampa Bay. That's going to decide that division. Saints ain't going to win it. Falcons ain't going to win it. Now, we lost to the Panthers. So you're like, Ron, that's bad. Panthers have 6 losses right now. So do we. We got that tie, which of course you're like, but a tie hurts us. Tie helps us a little bit. If a team finishes with the same amount of wins as us, right? And the same losses as us, I'm sorry, right? We still got that tie. It gives us a half game lead over them. So with these teams out there that got like 6 losses that are tied with us, got to play each other twice, if we just run the table, we will leapfrog some teams. I'm going to put the schedule up on the screen of the Lions, Bears, Panthers, and 49ers, right? Look at these schedules. Look at these teams. Look how they got to play each other. This is where my optimism is coming from. Before someone says, Rome, you wishful thinking, I know, whatever. We're not the Commanders. The Commanders were mathematically eliminated today. We are not eliminated. A lot of football to be played. 10-6-1 can get us in. That's why back when I gave that speech 4 weeks ago, when I was like, if we just go 2-1 in that gauntlet, we'll be in good shape. I know we lost the last game out of the gauntlet. We went 2-0 and lost the last one. But we did go 2-1. So look at the schedules, right? Okay, I'm going to start off with the 49ers. Last 4 games they got, right? Last 4 games they got. Titans should be a W, right? Colts should be a W because the Colts lost Daniel Jones today. Heal up, man. That injury was gruesome. Achilles tear, that sucks, man. So heal up Daniel Jones. Now that they've lost both of those players, they have both of those teams, they should be easy victories for the Niners. What comes in for us is the Bears and the Seahawks. They could make the Niners trip up. The Niners get 2 more losses, we pull in front of them if we run the table. If the Niners get to 6 losses, we pull in front of them because of the tie. And you're starting to see where I'm going with this. It's starting to make sense, right? Go to the Panthers. They got the Saints who just surprised the Bucks. So the Saints is live. They're going to try and ruin some seasons. They got the Saints, the Bucks, the Seahawks, the Bucks. The Panthers ain't running that table. Panthers ain't running that table. They already got 6 losses. The Panthers drop another game or 2, It's over if we win out. So this whole them being in front of us thing, that's probably not a thing. It's probably not a thing. As great as the Panther season has been, they don't run the table. We jump in front of them because we're already at the same amount of losses. We just got to win next week. We pull in front of them. We just got to win one game. We pull in front of them. They can't stop us because they already have 6 losses. See where I'm going with this? Go to the Bears, who were just in front of the conference. One loss today dropped the Bears from 1st to 7th. 7th. The Bears have the Browns. We're still a hard out because Shador Sanders is playing. They're hard out now. Good defense, and Shador Sanders is going to make it interesting. Right? Right? Packers, who they just lost to today. Can the Packers complete a sweep? I don't know. We'll see. If they split, it's okay because they got the 49ers. 49ers or the Bears, one of them got to lose. You see where I'm going with this? One of them got to lose. They got to play each other. One of them got to lose. I don't expect them to get a tie. I don't. And then the Lions, who are playing spoilers. The Lions can make the Bears drop 2 more games. The Bears will drop 2 6 losses. And then we leapfrog in front of them. Even though they should have the tiebreaker, if they have 6 losses, but we have that half game win because of the tie, half game up, we pull in front of them. And then you go to the Lions, who just beat us and pissed me all the way off, but that's fine. They won the battle. We're going to probably win the war. Unfortunately, the Lions sustained some pretty substantial injuries, and they lost Brian Branch the other day. You heal up soon. But with all those injuries and this gauntlet of a schedule coming up, the Lions are not going to run the table. They're not going to finish. They have 5 losses, but more losses are coming. They have the Rams next. They have the Steelers who are fighting for their playoff lives. 2 teams that will give them some trouble. They have a Vikings, which is another divisional game. You never know how it goes with those. And then you have the Bears, who are going to be fighting for their divisional life. Somebody got to win. Yes. Yes, things are in our favor, y'all. Don't freak out. I'll put on the screen, right? I'll put on the screen the wild card standings, right? Now hear me out. Wild card standings right now as they stand. Rams at the top of the conference. Packers next. Eagles third. Tampa Bay fourth. Tampa Bay might fall out of the playoffs too. They're 7-6. Right? They lose another game. Tampa ain't running the table. Not the way they've been playing. They lost like 4 or 5 games. They go in the other direction. So Tampa will fall way behind us. They lose another game. If we run the table, we gotta win the next 4 games. Or this conversation is for not. But Seahawks, we're not catching the Seahawks. Seahawks will be in the playoffs. They'll be the first wild card no matter what. They're 10-3. 10-3. I don't see the Seahawks losing 3 games. So they're 10-3. So the Seahawks probably gonna stay there. The 49ers, who are already at 4 losses, they can't sustain 2 losses or we jump them. Just 2 losses. And is it possible? Yes. It's very possible. But if they don't, the 49ers will stay in that second wild card spot, right? Then you start looking at the one at the bottom, the Bears, who was just topping the conference. But because their division's so tough, that's how this goes. The Bears got 4 losses. They sustained 2 other ones. We'll jump them. This thing where it says at the bottom of the wild card is 4-4, the next 4 weeks is going to shake that up. Those teams can't finish perfect because they all play each other. Yes, they all play each other. Seahawks and the 49ers play each other. Bears and the 49ers, they all play each other. And that's where we handle our business. We leapfrog a team. Lions already out of the playoffs with 5. You think if they lose 2 games, they're going to separate. That's my point. I know it looks like the Cowboys don't have a shot, but we really, really do if we handle our business. Now, we go out there and lose to the Vikings on Sunday Night Football. This is all a pointless conversation. It is. But the way I look at it is this. We handle our business. Those teams got to play each other because we finished the season not playing all of the teams that got to play each other. We finished the season with the Commanders, who unfortunately have sustained a crazy amount of injuries. You know what I'm saying? And then we finished the season with the Giants, who now have the number 1 seed in the draft. And their last game of the season, you think they're going to be playing starters? They're going to be trying to get that number 1 pick. Just saying. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. I think that the Cowboys got a real shot to make the playoffs. if we just win out. In those last 2 games, 100% we can win out. First 2, Vikings, Chargers, that's the season. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And let me know what y'all think in the comments. It ain't over.